Hi, my name is Bill, and I'm a college professor here in Dallas, Texas. And today, I'm kind of just curious. I'm just thinking about, I kind of know why this is with the Trump group, but why do we have to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again? Let's see, the guy who was going to lower egg prices, well, yeah, not immediately. Maybe eventually. Gas prices are higher. Inflation is not looking good. We're going to raise the deficit by higher and higher estimates every time somebody else reads the big, beautiful billionaire buffet. And now the Senate is advancing further cuts to Medicare and Medicaid, which doesn't seem like a good idea for the elderly and the poor. Also, it'll skyrocket the cost of uninsured health care that the taxpayers pay for anyway. These things happen in something that is not an administration, and I have resisted saying anything but the Trump administration out of respect to the office, but I think I'm one of the last people who respects the office, including the people currently holding the positions in the office. So I think what we have to call this now is a regime. And one of my watchers, viewers, and a friend who likes to send me things anonymously sent me a note on this, and I agree with him, and he said it so well, I'm going to read you what he wrote. He said, "I long ago stopped calling the people who run the executive branch of the federal government the administration. Why? Because administration implies normalcy, legitimacy, a government whose policies I might not like, maybe even hate, but a government that at least intends to work for the interests of the entire country. I called the people who worked for every Republican president from Ronald Reagan to George W. Bush the administration. But an administration isn't what we've got right now. Following Confucius' advice to call things by the right name for what we've got now is a regime. It's the Trump regime. Unlike a normal administration having at least something in common with previous administrations, the Trump regime has no respect for the rule of law except as it supports the leader's political interests. The Trump regime is also, with the full cooperation of the current Republican congressional leadership, doing its damnedest to turn Congress into a replica of the Duma, the Reichstag, or the North Korean People's Assembly. Legislatures that exist only to rubber stamp whatever the leader wants. Isn't that what they're doing? The Republicans, anyway. The Trump regime also seeks to crush dissent by threats, intimidation if possible. Is this sounding familiar? By brute force if threats and intimidation fail. Every organ and every leader of federal law enforcement, Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem, Kash Patel, Tom Homan, and all their stooges are part of this. Nothing in our history comes close. Then there's the open, unapologetic grift on display every day. The Trump regime exists to line the pockets of the leader and his family. Think the Marcos regime in the Philippines on steroids. Finally, the cult of personality. Every senior official of the Trump regime dutifully chants the leader's praises at every opportunity, no matter how absurd, no matter how comical, no matter that it directly contradicts everything he said, 10 minutes ago. So let's not honor this gang with the term administration, a term that clearly doesn't apply. Let's take Confucius' advice and call it what it is, a regime. And while we're at it, let's push our so polite media to do the same. And how about objecting to putting boots on the ground in Iran? Have we not learned this lesson? Are we just trying to line the pockets of the military-industrial complex, get a bunch of American soldiers killed, and then not support them when they come home? Gosh, it seems like we may have done this once before. Thanks for bearing with me, and as always, thanks for watching.